Perfect. Hello, everyone. From a wet and sunny Streatham in southwest London. I see a few comments there. Everybody's nice and cozy on a wet night, hopefully. I'm the representative for TMG here in the UK. So just want to start with a little bit of background in case any of you haven't heard about us or just haven't heard of us in a while as such. So we're one of the leading hospitality tourism groups in Asia, so operating some of the nicest parts of this beautiful country, Vietnam. So all began around 28 years ago when Thien started Buffalo Tours, who was our CEO. And since then, we have now moved on to we've got four pillars. So we've got the first one is aviation. So this one is the only seaplane that operates above Halong Bay. There are also private transfers available from Hanoi. So it's a 12-seater seaplane as such. So it's a little bit quicker to get to Halong Bay from Hanoi than a bus. They've got the online pillar, which is a more domestic focused award-winning platform over there in Vietnam. DMC called Vivu Journeys, and hospitality, which we're going to focus on a little bit more here this evening. So hospitality makes up a large part of the portfolio. There's roughly 10 resorts and hotels, and then within those got restaurants and bars within those properties. And then we'll touch upon a little bit on some of the cruising that is on offer in the region as well. For any of you that have never been to Vietnam, obviously this is a part of Vietnam evening, just a little brief overview of the destination so you know where I'm pinpointing throughout the next few minutes. So in the north, I mentioned Hanoi and Halong Bay. So Halong Bay, amazing seascapes where you can experience a nice cruise, or as I mentioned, the seaplane above Halong Bay. And then along the coast there in Hoi An, amazing beaches, UNESCO heritage ancient town of Hoi An. And then the south, the hustling bustling city of Ho Chi Minh, where there's more scooters than people, and then access to the Mekong Delta from there. So some of those will resonate a lot more in the next coming slides. Over here, we've got where some of our properties are listed. So the whole portfolio as such does really allow you to piece together an itinerary for your clients all around the country as such, because you know, most people that go to Vietnam do an FIT itinerary. So that's what we have here. We've got a whole different properties in different parts to the country, and I'll touch upon the Victoria hotels a little bit more now. So the story behind the Victoria hotels is that in the early 90s, when other companies were building really large scale properties, Victoria Hotels wanted to build in less visited but still fascinating parts of the country. So that's what we've got here today. So we've got Victoria Hoi An, which I mentioned is the UNESCO World Heritage Ancient Town. This property really incorporates elements from Japanese, French, Vietnamese cultures. It is the #1 resort in the destination, and the top 10 beach resort in Vietnam itself. Can Tho is in the heart of the Mekong Delta, and has its own private jetty. And then we've got Nui Sam in the mountains, and Chow Doc, which is only 5 hours by Victoria speedboat to Phnom Penh. All of these properties in prime locations, as I mentioned, cities, seas, or mountains, whether it be any of those, really small small properties, and so range from about 28 in the mountains to about 109. And really dedicated service is what they're all about. So yeah, unique Indochina style properties where you should be able to feel comfortable to put get any of your clients based there in any of your itineraries. On to the M hotels next, which is a little bit more young, dynamic range of hotels. These range from about 50 to 100 rooms. Saigon in Ho Chi Minh is a 3-star property, and then Hoi An and Hue, we've got entry level 4-star. These are all affordable, centrally located properties, and the average age would be a little bit younger than the Victoria, perhaps, because at the end of the day, with these properties, they are really in centrally located, so that your clients can get out and about as when they're in the destination. Running out a bit of time, so I'll quickly go on to this 5-star Tui Blue, which is 5-star in the portfolio. unforgettable holiday in the south of Hoi An, only 30 minutes south of Hoi An, perfect for couples, family, or MICE customers. Got all the restaurants and facilities, absolutely everything you need for any purpose. And in Hanoi, we've got a flower garden, which is a 4-star, which is where TMG is actually located. And then my personal favorite, My Chow Lodge, 135k southwest of Hanoi. Transfers can be arranged. 16 boutique lodges. They're actually starting luxury glamping shortly, which is a very exciting addition. And yeah, really, you can just, cycling in the mountains, really just getting out of the hustle and bustle into a slower pace of life and really embracing the local culture. Just want to touch upon the cruising quickly. I'll show you a quick video to finish. In Halong Bay, we've got Emerald, 2 days, 1 night. Which obviously gives you experience of the Halong Bay and ability to take in the amazing seascapes there. And then a really new addition to the portfolio, the Mekong River Cruise, the Victoria Mekong Cruise, only 35 cabins, so 70 people max. And you can do it upstream or downstream. So you've got the speedboat option, or this amazing, more luxurious option for your customers at a 4-star. And I'm going to show you a video of this cruise so that you can kind of get a feel of what your clients could experience. All right, perfect. So thank you very much for listening.